Real Talk then snuck one in on y'all. Y'all let me come right through the back door. I apologize for not letting people know that I was going to do a live stream, but the last time I just popped one up on y'all, I actually had more people announce a live stream. So I figured I'd give that a shot. Don't expect anybody at all. But I wanted to talk about, yes, again, Garcia and Davis. You're going to be hearing a lot of from Real Talk. They're a hot topic. People are going to be talking about them for months until it finally dies down. But I'm going to jump in on this, man, and I have a question for y'all. 6 in. That's crazy. 6 in? What's good, man? Fiddle, what's good? Real Talk in the house. 10 in already. See, for some reason, when I don't announce a live stream, people pop on just like that. Just like that. What's going on, Mario Cruz? What's up, everybody? We got 12 already. What's up? Jay Cooley, what's the deal, man? See, that's what I'm talking about. I just sneak in through the back door and y'all pop up. When I announce a live stream, y'all ain't popping in so quick. I'm gonna be doing this all the time. For those of you, you finally got hold on. I finally got you. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm happy to see you here. Definitely. Salute, what's good? I didn't give a notice. I did not give a notice because when I usually give notices, I don't get a whole lot of people chime in. But when I sneak in on y'all, I get a lot more people chime in. Okay, for those of you who just popped on, we still talking about Garcia and Tank Davis. Hot topic again, like I said. And my question is Ryan Garcia a step up for Gervonta Tank Davis? I mean, that's really the question. We all know what they both bring to the table. I'm finna jump right in, y'all. We all know what they both bring to the table. And, a lot of people think the fight's going to be one-sided, whether people are saying Davis or Garcia. But it's a 50-50 fight. Okay, so I got a couple of questions for both sides now. For both sides. Let's talk about Davis. Davis' last fight was against Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz is 118-pound fighter, 126, and I guess went up in weight to fight Davis and got knocked out. But before he got knocked out, it was very competitive. We're talking about a very, very small guy who was able to hit Tank Davis at will. Now, mind you, he wasn't really hurting Tank Davis, but we've already been through that spiel. But nevertheless, Tank Davis got him out. That's one of the few names on Davis's record that is notable to me. And then you got Yuriorkis Gamboa, who was 40 at the time, and it took 11 and a half rounds for Tank to actually find him and get him out of there. And that fight was pretty competitive. I mean, Gamboa was giving him all he can handle. And there's another name, but the question is, has Davis faced anybody as good as Luke Campbell? We can ask that question, right? So here's what I'm getting at. You have Luke Campbell, who got knocked out by Garcia. Now, I know what a lot of people are saying already. Garcia, other than Luke Campbell, he hasn't fought anyone. And I've been saying that for years. For years. And Garcia, he really isn't a true champion. He doesn't have a legitimate belt, right? He sure fought like a champion when he fought against Campbell. He really and truly did. Well, he got dropped by Campbell. He showed some vulnerability. Anytime you step up in competition, that kind of stuff happens. Now you can say, well, if he gets dropped by Campbell, Tank Davis will sleep him if he catches him with the same punch that Campbell caught him with. I 100% agree. I do. If Campbell can knock Garcia down, Tank can definitely knock you spark out. We talking about get him a blankie. It's night time. That could definitely happen if he catches him. See, there's that word, that two-letter word, if, I-F, if. So if can mean a number of things. But one thing the word if doesn't mean is factual. It doesn't mean factual. It means maybe, could be, probably. I don't. That's what if means, right? But it doesn't mean factual. But the same if that applies to Davis, it applies to Ryan Garcia also. Okay? And you guys have to understand something. The Ryan Garcia that we've seen against Campbell won't be the Ryan Garcia we see against Tank Davis. Because you better believe that Ryan Garcia knows and understands that Tank Davis carries power, major power. Best believe that Garcia understands that he's the fast. So you're not going to see the same Garcia that you saw against Campbell. Coming in, not using the jab. Jumping in, not using the jab. At some points and spots coming in reckless. Because if Tank Davis touches him, he's subject to go to sleep. Same thing applies with Garcia. And you know the scary thing about Garcia is? He's only 22. He ain't even stepped into his manpower yet. And he ain't even filled out yet. He's still built somewhat like a teenager. Like his nuts haven't fully dropped yet. Maybe one nut, but not both of them. Once his nuts drop, he starts filling out and he taps into the manpower. The kid already carries power now. It's going to be bad for top opposition when he steps into that manpower. He's going to be knocking a lot of them spark out. And that's scary to me. So the same if applies. Now, a lot of people think Davis ain't going to be able to touch him. Not true. Not true. But I can tell you one thing that you're going to see Garcia doing more of when they fight, which ain't going to be no time soon. The one thing you're going to see Garcia doing more of than he did against Campbell, he's going to be pumping that jab. He's going to be trying to hold Davis at bay, putting Davis at the end of his punches. He's going to be more strategic. I can guarantee you that. He's not just going to be lunging in with power shots because he don't want to run into nothing either. He doesn't. Now, is Tank capable of getting in on him? Definitely. Definitely. But then you still have to ask this question. Is it a step up for Davis? Davis has never fought anyone like Garcia and vice versa. I give the experience factor to Davis, but make no mistake about it, it's still a 50-50 fight. Still a 50-50 fight. And there's things that Garcia is going to have to do different against Tank Davis. Now, in order for Tank to get in, he's going to have to eat some shots. You can't eat too many shots from Garcia. You cannot. That's a no-no. Because like I said, he hadn't even tapped into that manpower yet. He hasn't. And rest assured, I believe Tank is going to be coming in more reckless than Garcia. Because Tank said, bro, you got dropped by a guy who can't even punch. Speaking about Campbell. Now, when Real Talk says that y'all want to fight me, but when another fighter says it, the same thing that I say, y'all cool with that. What's up with that? Tank say, hey, man, you got hit by a guy who can't punch and got dropped. Come on, man. You ain't got no chin. Other fighters say the same thing. Campbell's not known for power. Other people say it. Well, it's a problem when Real Talk says it. Oh, he's got 60 knockouts on his record. It doesn't matter. Because the power is totally different between Campbell and Davis. Garcia knows that. He knows it. But Garcia sees something in Tank that leads him to believe that he can beat him. Otherwise, why not call out Lopez? Why not call out Haney? Why not? Lopez is the top dog, in my opinion. Some people don't think he is. Some people don't. Well, why not? Why ain't you calling him out? Because there's something that he sees more so in Davis that he can take advantage of, or Haney. Back to the question. Davis? I believe so. And I believe that Garcia is going to give Davis a lot of problems should they face. And they will. But not anytime soon. I will be surprised. They both bring different attributes to the table. Or it's going to be a matter of who catches who first. Who catches who, in my opinion. But I do believe it's a step up for Davis. Regardless if you agree with me or not. That's just my true feeling. Now let's get to the questions. Let's get to the... Oh, my mother-in-law's in the house. My mother-in-law's in the house. What's going on, Mom? I see you. Ryan can win, but he won't get away with doing in with... Definitely Vice. Because if he comes in and pulls out with his head up, he's getting dropped. What's good, Ram? What's up? Well, who is that? Oh, that's my man, Heavy Pressure. Let me see. I don't know why people aren't getting notifications on YouTube. Well, I didn't. The only reason why you didn't get notification for this one is because I didn't announce this live. So I just snuck through the back door. Yes, to Ryan. Yeah. Respect, big dog. What's going on? You got here by luck? Arletta? I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. What's good, Kevin Perry? Only been subscribed for a month or so. Don't miss a video. Thank you. ZSTS. Thank you so much for that. Tank gonna beat the brakes off Garcia. Very much possible. It's 50-50. Mr. Sinister, what's good? They are both vulnerable. They both get hit. Yep. And I think that leads to a lot of knockdowns. Tank has not really fought anybody at 135. Very true, Mr. Sinister. Garcia's footwork looked extremely sloppy. That's because he was jumping in, man. He was jumping in, lunging in with those shots, and he can't. We're not going to see the same fighter as we did, with Campbell. So y'all got to remember that. He knows Davis ain't no joke. Ryan fights with his chin up in the air. Tank is weight bully. He does fight with that chin up in the air, but I don't think that's going to be the case this next fight because he chance to get knocked out. He worked for it. Yep, mother-in-law, he did. I think Garcia beats Tank. Tank just been beating people he's supposed to. Ryan was just in a 50-50 fight, and he did good. Yes, Mario, I do agree with that. But before Campbell, he was fighting people that, he was supposed to beat too. A ton of them. Tank should stay at 130. I agree. Tio should fight Tank. Yeah. I wouldn't mind that fight, and I think Tio will win that fight. The only way Tank can win is by knockout. I can't see him winning all the rounds against Garcia. Somebody's getting knocked out. That fight's not going 12 rounds. So somebody's getting knocked out. Garcia comes in with his head up. He's going to have to stop that, Vice, especially against Tank Davis. Tank power is not proven at lightweight. Martin, let me think about this. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that, bro. Floyd said Tank needs more fights before Tio. Yeah, he does. Tank will end Ryan's career. Jay Cooley, you think so? I don't think he will. I mean, even if he beats the brakes off Garcia's young, y'all. He's 22. Like I said, his nuts ain't dropped yet. Facts about that. Garcia fights with his chin up. We're getting a lot of people to see the same thing, man. Garcia does come in with that chin up. Chin up, chin up. That's something that I don't think we're going to see against Davis. If we do, if he comes out to the first round, the first bell with his chin up, we already know what's going to happen. If he don't catch Tank before Tank catches him. Am I the only one who'd rather see Garcia versus Haney than Garcia versus Tank? Garcia is 3-3 against Haney and amateurs, and there's actually history there. Yeah, I'd rather see Haney I definitely would, but the reason why we're not seeing Haney is because Ryan already knows about Haney. He already knows how tough of a fight that's going to be, and he's going to need some more fights, in between before he steps in there with Haney because both of them, all they did was get better. I think between Haney and Garcia is who's gotten better more so since the amateurs. Oscar is a fraud. I don't know about Oscar, man. Oscar is he's weird, man. He's a weird dude because he believes in Garcia one day and then the next day he don't believe in him. Like, which is it, bro? Come on. If it goes to the distance, the decision will go to Garcia because I don't know who the CHE is more popular. Maybe you mean Ryan. 50-50, I agree with you, Real Talk Boxing. I appreciate it, Mr. Sinister. Luke would beat Santa Cruz. Probably stop him. Yeah. I mean, Santa Cruz is too small, man. He's a blood and guts warrior, man, but he's just too small to be coming up and fighting that top level opposition. So he didn't. I mean, even though I thought he stood a chance of beating Tank, I was just dead wrong in saying that. I mean, I should have known all the time. Real talk. Who's your favorite current fighter? This is coming from ZSTS. So let me think about that right quick. My favorite current fighter right now. My favorite, and I think pound for pound is different. The fighter that I like to see fight the most right now, I don't really even know, man. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I can't even answer that question. I should be able to answer it, but I'm such a fan of the old school fighters. Fighters that are cut from a different cloth. Fighters before boxing turned into a business. Money, and not the legacy, and not who's better, not who's the best. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know who's my favorite fighter right now currently. I couldn't even tell. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do another video on that, man. You caught me off guard. That was a great question, but as of right now, I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, Kevin Perry. I think the fight's gonna happen because if not, Floyd wouldn't let him say all these things. You might be right, Kevin. You might be right. I still don't see that fight going down anytime soon. And they're gonna let him talk this trash. They're gonna let the pot boil over. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you may be right. I can't argue with that. Yes, because he'd be stepping up in weight. Got you. Fish. Mike tricked the little fat boy. I feel you. Luke is not aggressive. Leo will be more hands go. I got Leo in that fight. Hey man, that's a good analysis, man. Luke isn't aggressive. I mean, if he was, he would have jumped on Garcia when he had him hurt. I don't understand that. Well, I get it now that he explained it. I did a video on that. Can someone tell me why Garcia was wearing a crown? He's not even got a belt. He has a belt, but it's not anything of significance. I mean, it's a WBC, but it's interim? It's not the real WBC. I believe Devin Haney has that, and they say Devin Haney didn't fight nobody to get that belt. They calling him an email champion and all that. Yes, because Davis has been protected. Oh, really? Possibly. Robert, take advantage of how short Tank is. Listen, he has to fight tall, but not with his chin up, Garcia. He has to keep Davis at bay, but is he strong enough to keep Davis at bay? Yes, he's shorter, but sometimes a shorter fighter is your worst nightmare. I'm telling you. Sometimes it is. My bad. My internet might be working slow. Tank and Ryan are both the most beatable out of the stars in the 130 and 135 pound division. Mr. Martinez, you make a good point. Good point. All right. Hey, listen, I'm gonna cut this one real short. We 20 minutes in. I want to thank the 60 people that chimed in on me today. I know I snuck in on you guys, but I think I'm gonna start doing it from now on because I get more people to chime in. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm ready for this fight. I want the fight to happen sooner rather than later, but I just don't think it's going to happen soon. But I'm going to keep you guys posted on my thoughts and what I think about it. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and as always, respect all, fear none. God bless. Till the next time, baby. Real Talk Boxing. We out of here. Live stream.